We are live. Not yet. We will be here.
Move this down.
Oh, we are. Hi everyone, welcome to LifeStream Live with Angie. Today we are at a Starbucks location and I am meeting with Althea Hart, which is one of our information and assistance options counselors,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay, along with S&P counselor. And so shortly though, I will have Althea explain as to what S&P stands for really and go into some details about that. But today though, we want to talk about, different types of fraud and scam awareness. And just to allow individuals though to be aware, that there are different types of frauds and scams out there for individuals of any age. For the elder population though, under the elder abuse, there are different types of abuse. One is physical, then we have emotional abuse, confinement, willful deprivation, and financial exploitation abuse. So those are a few things though to remember for individuals of the elder population. Financial abuse though, seniors exploited by a family member or fraudster lose on average $34,200. Individuals ages 70 to 79 are hit the hardest, unfortunately, with an average loss of over $45,000. Individuals who are 80 years of age and older suffer from the second highest of an average loss of over $39,000. And individuals who are between the ages of 60 69 are at the third highest, and they hit over $22,000 of a loss. And individuals who are 50 to 59 years of age, they actually have the lowest, which is a little over $13,000 of a loss. So in 2017, the reports totaled to $1.7 billion, which is a very significant amount of loss for individuals with financial abuse. So that is crazy. It really is. Yeah. It's very sad. Yeah. So these are things so that we definitely need to, keep on our radar as individuals, as caregivers, and as far as agencies advocating for seniors and everything, family members to help keep an eye and just be alert of the different types of scams that are out there. Right now, though, as we are talking about scams, and with us going through the COVID situation, one of the greatest scams is the COVID-19. Yes. And right now, though, to bring some awareness to individuals is individuals may be getting calls or letters saying that they're entitled to free PPE and that Medicare will cover that. And that is not the case. You should always check to see as to if this is a legit or eligible service that is offered to individuals. So before you ever give out any information of your Medicare number or personal information, you definitely want to make for sure though that it is valid for that. Another one though is about test kits and treatments that aren't approved at home use. You definitely want to make for sure that you aren't giving out that information until you know that it is valid. Contact tracer scams, that's a big one that is going around now. They're asking for your social security number or banking information, and do not provide that, because if they are needing any type of information, they're going to contact you personally, but they're not going to ask for this information immediately. No. So, and stimulus checks, do not respond to those. There's many of those fraudulence going around right now as well. They're coming through as emails and texts, about they're being issued a government check. So, you definitely want to make for sure though, before you sign anything or, give any information out through an email or anything though, that is valid for an individual. So those are a few things though that are going on through the COVID scams right now. So what do we do? What is a person to do, though, if you receive an unexpected call? You want to ask them for their name and number to return their call, to make for sure it is a valid number, an individual. You want to verify their number, though, that they are calling from. And you never want to give out any of your account information or personal information.
Right.
Many times, individuals will ask you for your social security number or try to, and that is not a requirement.
Nope.
So make for sure everything is valid before you give that out, because that could be very detrimental to an individual.
That's true.
If an individual does suspect any type of fraud, there are numbers, and we can put those numbers in our comments. If you feel, though, that you have been, a victim of any type of fraud, or you know of a fraud that is going on, so we will include those numbers for you as well. Excuse me. So, Medicare scams. And Althea, is this something that we're going to pass over to you to talk about today?
Yes,
Okay.
I can talk about Medicare Part scams.
Okay.
So
Before you start, though, can you explain to us what the S&P stands for?
yes, Senior Medicare Patrol.
Perfect.
So what that program does is it helps Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries detect, prevent, and report health care fraud. So in doing so, they're able to protect the persons that are part of the Medicaid program or the Medicare program, and help preserve the integrity of the Medicaid and Medicare programs. So we're a Senior Medicare Patrol program. And the first scam I'm going to talk about is the Medicare card scam. And with this, you may receive a phone call stating that your card has expired. That is not true. Medicare cards never expire. So if you receive this call, just simply hang up, because that is not true. Also, you may receive a call about durable Medicare equipment, and you will never get that call from an outside source. That would come from your doctor's office. So if someone is calling you, telling you that you can get free braces or any type of medical equipment, that is not true. You hang up and contact your doctor's office, because that's definitely a scam. There's also the grandparent scam, and with that scam, you'll get a phone call stating that your grandchild is in need of money. And they normally request things like gift cards, or they have you to wire them money. It's another scam. You would definitely hang up. Do not ever give any information, banking information, your credit card information, never over the phone. Always check with your family member to find out they're safe. Make sure their safety, and make sure that they're not in need of any financial help.
And that, sorry to interrupt, but and that was one of the popular calls, though, that were coming through, I think.
Yeah.
Is a family member calling saying that they're in trouble,
Yes.
and they need money wired, or they get a call saying, though, that someone else is in trouble, and so forth.
That is so true.
That's definitely something to be very aware about, because that seems to be one of the common scams that is going around.
And now that seniors seem to be, kind of lonely because of the coronavirus, and they're not able to get out, they tend to want to, make sure they're helping their family. So always make sure you check with family members to make sure that they're really in need before ever sending any money. There's also a lottery scam, and you can get a phone call stating you won the lottery or you won a new car. You want to always make sure you let your family know about this call. Make sure you hang up, because you're not sure that it's valid. If you can't validate it, don't ever send any money. Don't ever give them any information. I spoke with a young lady that was very upset. Her mother lost over $25,000, her life savings, to a scam. And so now they're trying to rebuild her finances and everything, but always make sure that when you're getting these calls that you make sure that they're valid, and don't ever give your social security number, your Medicare number, your financial information over the phone.
So is there a scam also about package deliveries?
There's also a scam about package deliveries as well. And with these, you don't want to, you may get a link through a text message. Do not click that link. Um, if you click the link, they're getting your personal information. So don't click on the link. You always want to validate, you want to check and make sure that it's a legit package that you're going to receive. And you would know this because you're keeping your receipts and you're keeping track of everything, so that you know that if you ordered something, you'll know that you have the receipt to validate that.
Sure. And that is one package delivery scams I hadn't really heard much about.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad though that you're definitely highlighting this topic here about this type of scam.
And also the mail. Like there was a scam artist that sent me a mail. I had a check from a veteran gas company, but it was a scam.
Ah, okay.
I looked at it, I tried to find it on the internet and was unable to find it. And so it was a check for maybe $50-something, but it was not legit.
Sure.
So there's just all different types of scams, and they were wanting to know my social security number, of course, and my date of birth, and information. So yeah,
exactly right.
You just have to be careful.
And I know another type of is the mail-in.
Yes.
Type of frauds and everything.
Yes.
As they claim that they are sweepstakes, or different things like that, and that's an easy scam because individuals feel, hey, I can send them $20 and I'll get this item. They never get it. So. It's always being aware, and making sure though that everything is valid and very legit, as a company. So.
And as she's talking about protecting yourself, I'll talk about different ways that you can protect yourself from these types of scam artists. You can always keep records of your healthcare visits and services and tests. Always file copies of all your bills and your receipts from your doctors. Save your Medicare summary notices, and be aware of charges on your bills. So when you get these bills in the mail, just make sure you're double checking that you haven't been double charged. Or make sure no one is ordering anything under your name.
Gotcha. And if there is ever a question, you definitely want to contact that business,
yes,
and question them about, those charges on your bill.
That's true.
Because at times, I know though that, with medical places, you receive a bill from one place for one service, and then you get one, say, from the specialist or whatever that you weren't expecting. So
that's true.
It never hurts to double check your information.
I agree. And so here are some tips for you if you ever encounter one of the phone calls or one of the packaging scams or any of these scams. Like I said before, you can always, when you get a call that you don't recognize, you can always hang up.
Definitely.
Just hang the phone up. If it's a real business, they'll leave a message in their name and phone number, and you can give them a call back. If someone comes to your door and you don't know who they are, of course, don't open the door. Let them leave like a note or whatever, because it could be a scam. Medicare they won't ask for your Medicare number over the phone. They won't say anything about replacing your card, because like I told you before, they don't expire. So that's definitely a scam. Don't answer unrecognizable numbers. Always keep checking your receipts and your bank statements and making sure that no one is taking out money that you didn't authorize. Don't leave money or mail in your mailboxes. Always check your mailbox and make sure you get your mail out, because people can take your mail and get your information that way. Always check your Medicare summary notices. Make sure they're accurate. And so these are just some of the tips that could help you if you ever encounter one of the fraud or the scam. You can just, these are some tips for you. I never answer phone calls that I don't recognize.
Sure, exactly.
Never. And then when they don't leave a message, I just block and delete because
Definitely. Yep. And that's exactly what I do. Or if it goes to my voicemail and I've noticed though that it is a scam call, I will immediately block that number just so that way I'm not being harassed any further by them. So
I agree.
But
another thing I forgot to say is never make any decisions under pressure.
Exactly.
Because sometimes a scam artist would want to try to pressure you and make you feel like you have to do something. You never have to. You just hang up. Don't ever make decisions under pressure.
Okay? Very good. Those are some great tips. Yeah, exactly. So, and like I said, about the Medicare number, I didn't know about that, though that the card never changes and
never expires.
So, very good. So yeah, those are definitely some great tips. Do you have any other information that you would like to share with us regarding the S&P?
Well, if you call us at LifeStream and you were a part of a fraud and or a scam, and you just don't know what to do, I can mail out these pamphlets, and it has the 10 steps, 10 steps to protect yourself listed on here. It has the number to who you report it to, and I just make sure I mail these to you. It has the 5 common scams, the grandparent scams, the imposter scams, the lottery scams, different ones like that, so you could keep track of, maybe you're getting these calls, very often.
Sure.
And so you can have these, right there. And like I said, you can always report to the Indiana Attorney General's office. Their number is right on the back of this pamphlet. I don't know if you can see it very well.
But we can definitely post that in our comments afterwards, with that number and everything in case anyone does have any questions or needs to report anything. So that's great information. So as far as the S&P, and I know with LifeStream Services, we've got several different individuals though that are involved with the S&P that helps put awareness out in the community.
Correct.
If a person or an organization is interested in finding out more information about Senior Medicare Patrol, maybe a session about it, how would they go about finding out information?
So right now we could set up a Zoom call. So we can get out information. You can just simply give us a call and we can set up a Zoom session. So we're not going into any businesses at this time, but we can definitely speak to a group of individuals. We did last week with United Way, so it was via the Zoom call.
Wonderful.
So we can definitely set that up. Just give us a call and we can set that up with you.
Okay. Yeah, and that's that's maybe something though that many individuals aren't aware of though, that an option for LifeStream Services or a service available for us to be able to go out and talk to different places and help bring the awareness out to individuals. So definitely a lot of great tips today. Again, Althea Hart here, talking about the the S&P Senior Medicare Patrol and different types of frauds and scams that go on. Like I had mentioned a few sessions back, though, this is something though that we want to do more frequently, just because there are so many frauds and scams going on. I mean, it's every day there is something new arising, and definitely, we want our vulnerable population, just to be aware, and family members to be aware, though, what to look for and, the different signs and things like that. So, thank you very much for being here and sharing the information today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Yeah. So before we do end our session today, I always end with the what's going on in LifeStream world. And so I want to share with you a few of our activities or programs that are going on. We still do have our friendly caller program that is available to individuals. This program is available to individuals who are in their home, need someone to talk to, feeling isolated, depressed, and we look for volunteers. So if you are interested in becoming a volunteer for this program, it's a very rewarding a very rewarding piece because you are getting to talk to an individual and being a highlight for their day. So if you are interested in this, you can contact Laura, who is our volunteer coordinator, and she can get you situated with this service. So next is our LifeStream curbside services. We provide these to individuals who are 60 and over, and the individuals receive, it's a 5-week meal pack that is already prepared up through our partnering Trio community meal service. And these are distributed out through different counties that we provide service in. So if you know of someone that is interested, they can contact our agency and find out how to register for those. So, and see, and Althea would be the person to speak with, one of them. So, and that is something though, Althea, is in time, I want to definitely have you come aboard or someone else and talk about the information and assistance and how a person gets started with LifeStream, you know, because it starts with one phone call and then it goes from there.
Yes,
so,
it does.
so for another session, I will be having someone come and talk about that as well.
That would be great, yes.
But another thing though that is going on in the LifeStream world is our senior safety food distribution. Again, this is for individuals who are 60 age or older. If you know of someone who could benefit from this, you can contact our office again, and we can direct you into what county we are servicing those. So, lastly is our Dementia Friends. We are always looking for individuals to become a dementia friend with LifeStream, whether that's as an individual or as an organization. So if you are interested in that, again, contact our office either through our website, Facebook, or the phone call, and we can give you more information about that as well. So, but otherwise, always share our information, tell a friend about us, tell your friends to connect more on Facebook, and we can hook them up with an email or with a mailing.
Yes.
You know, there's many different options though that we have that we can assist with. So again, Althea, thank you for being a part with me today.
Thank you.
And stay well, and we will see you next week. Stay smiling until I can get this off.
Lenore would be great to talk about what INA does. She's the lead of the department.
It's not closing. Hold on.
It's not closing. Want to hear me give her name?
It's not.